Magic. Alright. I am going to start getting ready. Again, the True or False Book of Cats. And we got 1 minute. So this is actually a pretty big book too, so I don't even know if I'll get to the other book. Okay, here we go. Cats and people. Thousands of years ago, some old world peoples learned to plant seeds and grow crops. They harvested grain and stored it for later use. Soon they had a problem. Armies of field mice discovered the stores of grain. They moved in to feast on it. In some areas, small wild cats discovered the armies of mice. They moved in to feast on the mice that were feasting on the grain. And that was how people and cats first came to know each other. Cats were prized as mouse catchers. Friendly ones were soon prized as pets. Sailors and other travelers learned about these cats. They bought or stole cats and took them home, and Magic is... Here, Bonnie's here. We gotta be nice. We gotta act calm. Hi! Magic is chewing on my shoelaces, just to let you know. Are you chewing on my shoelaces? Huh? You like my shoes, don't you? This is every time I am here. So, they bought or stole cats and took them home. In this way, tame cats spread all over the old world. Later, the New World was discovered. Its settlers brought their cats. When pioneers moved west, they took their cats. Almost everywhere, cats were treasured as pets as the world's best mousetraps. What are you doing, you silly boy? Today's cats still catch mice, but they are mostly valued as pets because they are affectionate, clean, quiet, and easy to care for. See how much you know about cats? Read each statement in this book. Decide whether it's true or false, then read the answer. Give yourself a score of perfect or nearly perfect. I'll show you some of these pictures in this book. Cats. Look at that face with the mice. Like the mice are having a party. It's just about to end. Alright. Here we go. What I'm going to do is I am going to give you the true or false statement. I'm going to wait a minute or two and see what everybody says, and then I will read the answer. All right? All right. The first true or false is cats don't like to be stared at. True or false? Cats don't like to be stared at. All right, Danielle says true. Bonnie says true. All right, it looks like a lot of people think it's true. Okay. Well, here's the answer. They don't really tell you what the answer is, but you can figure it out. Watch two cats lock eyes and stare at each other. The staring is not friendly. Finally, one gives in and looks away. With luck, no fur will fly. To a cat, a stare is a threat. And so it is true that cats don't like to be stared at. Your own cat likes to look at you and likes you to look back, but be sure to blink or to half close your eyes. Your cat may do the same. Looking without staring is like blowing kisses. It's warm and friendly. Cats often sit in the laps of guests who don't like cats, which is hilarious because this is so true. Some people think the cats are being mean, but they really aren't. When a cat enters a room, guests who like cats usually stare at the cat. A guest who doesn't like cats looks away. To the cat, this person seems like the friendliest one in the room, with the best lap to sit on. Alright. Hello, Kiara. Alright, next question. You ready? A cat that rubs against your legs is saying hello. True or false? Hello, Kiara. Hello, Kiara. I'm sorry, Catherine. I wish I could talk German. I can't, even though I am a little bit German. All right, we got a true. Anybody agree, disagree? All right. Rubbing is one way that cats greet people, and so it's true that the cat is saying hello. But the cat is also doing something else. It is marking you, and as the mark says, this person belongs to me. Cats have special scent glands on their heads and tails. When a cat rubs against you, it rubs its scent on you. Humans cannot smell this scent, which is probably just as well, but other cats can. Cats have a keen sense of smell. They may spend minutes sniffing a person, a rug, or a place where some other animal has been. No one knows what they are learning, but it seems to be very interesting. Look at this picture. Hello, Jason. It is story time. It's Wednesday night story time. So we are reading a book now called The True or False Book of Cats. So I am reading a true or false statement, and you guys are letting me know if it's true or false. All right? So the next true or false question is, cats can see in total darkness. True or false? I'll give you half a moment to answer. Cats can see in total darkness. True or false? All right, Danielle says it's true. Tara Lee says it's true. Bonnie says it's false. Just to let you know, Bonnie is a ringer because this is her book. So chances are, if she answers, it's probably the right answer. So Yan57 Leica says true. Mimi Crawford says true. All right. All right. If there is no light at all, no one can see. So it's false to say that cats can see in total darkness. But cats don't need much light to see. They can see when you can't. That's why it seems as if they can see without light. In many ways, human eyes and cat eyes are alike. Light enters the eye through a hole called the pupil. It falls on an area behind the eyeball. This area is lined with millions of cells. They sense light and send messages to the brain. The brain makes sense out of the messages, and the person or cat sees. A cat's eyes have extra cells that human eyes don't have. These cells act like mirrors. They gather up light that escape the light-sensing cells. They bounce the light back into the eye. A cat uses every bit of light that enters its eyes. That is the main reason why it sees well in dim light. Okay. Next question. All right, this is a good one. Cats can't see color. True or false? Cats can't see color. Hey, Kiara. Hi, Kiara. All right. Oh, wow. All right, so Tara Lee says both. DeWitty says that cat's eyes have extra cells that humans don't have. So true, cat's eyes. My orange likes red. All right, so cats can't see color. The answer is, like human eyes, cat's eyes have two kinds of cells that sense light. These are called rods and cones. Rods sense dim light in which no color is seen. Cones sense bright light in which color can be seen. Even so, scientists long thought it was true that cats cannot see color. Cats are most active at night when there is no color. In hunting, cats find their prey by sound and movement, not by color. So these scientists said cats don't need to see color and cannot see color. Today scientists say that is false, that cats can see color. Cats don't pay attention to color, but tests show that they can see it. Hey, make up your mind. Can they see color or not? Huh? Many cat owners have long been sure their cats see color. A pet cat may, for example, always choose a pink ball instead of a blue, purple, or yellow one. It can also tell its own bowl by color. So, I think that answer is, well, maybe. Next true or false question is, a cat's whiskers are feelers. True or false? A cat's whiskers are feelers. What do you think, Kiara? Huh? Are cat's whiskers feelers? Kiara's not answering, so I need you guys to answer. All right, Danielle says it's true. Tara Lee says it's true. I'll see if anybody else. Mimi says true. Anybody else? Danielle says it's true. Well, when people speak of a cat's whiskers, they usually mean the long whiskers on the upper lip. Look carefully and you will see many more. There are whiskers on the chin, over the eyes, and far back on the cheeks. There are also whiskers on the back of the front legs. All of these whiskers are feelers. In fact, they are remarkable feelers. Whiskers help a cat judge if there is room for its body to squeeze through a small opening. Lip whiskers are used in hunting. When a cat catches a mouse, its whiskers surround the prey. The cat senses the shape of the mouse and knows exactly where to bite. Whiskers also help a cat move about in the dark. Although cats can see in the dark, they do not see as well as they do with more light. Whiskers give them extra information about what lies ahead. The whiskers sense air currents. When air currents meet a rock or some other object, they change direction and go around the object. A cat's whiskers sense this tiny change. The cat learns that something is in its path. That is how whiskers work with eyesight and help a cat find its way in the dark. All right, I think the next question is going to be easy. Cats hear sounds that humans can't hear. True or false? And I want to show you this picture because it looks like our late great Sheriff Putter. See that picture? Yeah, turn signals. Well, thank you, DeWitty. All right. DeWitty says true. Danielle says true. Mimi Crawford says LOL. And Tara Lee says true. I'll give it a few more seconds to see if anybody else wants to chime in. All right. The answer is cats have sharp ears that can hear many things that people can't. They hear sounds that are far too faint for human ears. Like, a can opener, They also hear sounds that are too high-pitched for human ears, such as the squeaks of mice. When cats hunt, their eyes and ears work together. A cat holds still, waits, looks, and listens. A tiny rustle, a high-pitched squeal, or a moving leaf may tell of prey. A cat's outer ears collect sounds. They are very good at this. They can be turned forward, sideways, or back. Each ear moves by itself. Hello, Dave. Watch a cat and you will see it's always listening. Even a napping cat is listening. If sometimes interesting happens, the cat is up and awake in a flash. I'm kind of laughing because, that's all of our cats. You do one thing and they're sleeping and then the ears swivel back. Old cats, like old humans, do not hear high-pitched sounds as well as young ones. All right, guys, ready for the next question? Cats can sense that an earthquake is going to happen. True or false? Again, the question is, cats can sense that an earthquake is going to happen. True or false? All right. MK says true. Danielle says true. Mimi Crawford says some can, I think. And Lost Girl says, oh, I missed. Oh, no. All right. So DeWitty also says true. And Tara Lee says true. And Bonnie says true. Okay. Here we go. Time and again, people have reported that their cats became very upset an hour or two before a big earthquake took place. The cats suddenly rushed about the house trying to get out. Once out, they fled from the buildings. Mother cats ran back and forth carrying their kittens out of the house. Cats don't understand what an earthquake is, but it does seem to be true that they sense something strange and it frightens them. Perhaps they hear sounds that people can't hear. Perhaps they sense something else. Scientists know that quakes are caused by the forces inside the earth. The forces put strain on rock. When the rock snaps or shifts, an earthquake takes place. Before a quake, many small changes take place in the earth. Scientists have instruments that tell them about some of these changes, but they would like very much to know what it is that the cats sense. All right, next, true or false? Cats need to sharpen their claws. True or false?
Bernie, are you ready for bed? Huh? As long as you're right in front of me, let's do it, huh?
Oop.
Come on.
I am going to put my leg up. All right. So, anybody have an answer? Danielle says true. Dave says true. Tara Lee says true. Very true. Lost Girl says true. All right. A cat's claws are used for hunting, fighting, and climbing. They need to be kept in good shape to be sharpened. A cat sharpens its claws by wearing away or peeling off the outside layer, much as you might sharpen a pencil. The front claws are curved needles. No kidding, they're needles. They can be moved in and out. Some of the time they are drawn in and hidden. Some of the time they are out and in use. A cat sharpens them on trees and on rugs, furniture, beds, and even scratching posts. You may find what looks like a claw in a place where a cat has been scratching. It's an outside layer that came off whole. A cat having a good scratch is also getting some exercise. It is exercising its shoulder muscles and the muscles that move its front claws. The hind claws cannot be drawn all the way in. They wear down as a cat walks or runs, and so these are blunter than the front claws. Cats keep these claws in shape by chewing off the outer layers. And as you can see, we've got some pictures here. And this is actually a true picture. That is Gallant, and this is our love seat. There. So, that is true. And even though all right, the next true or false. Cats have a hard time coming down trees. True or false? If I was here, Catherine, I would have Google Translate and type them in German. Hello, Canby. Canby has joined us. So again, the question is, cats have a hard time coming down trees. Tara Lee says yes. Dave says true. Daisy Solly and Pippi's dad says true. Mimi says one of the mine does, the other does not. Danielle says false. They are just being lazy. All right, here's the answer. Using its claws and its strong muscles, a cat can go up a tree as fast as it can run. The hind legs push, the curved front claws hook and grip the tree trunk. But coming down is not so easy. Most cats have a hard time. The muscles of the hind leg are most suited to pushing forward and up. A cat comes down the rear first so that its claws will act as hooks, but the hind claws do not grip the tree well. The cat is really hanging by its front claws. To start down is to slide. To make matters worse, a cat has good eyesight. It can see that the ground is far away. A cat may spend hours in a tree, wailing for human help. Finally, it starts to slip and slide down. Once it nears the ground, the cat turns and jumps the rest of the way. So here's the picture.
Genie, let's go. Come on.
All right, next question. This is probably the easiest one. Cats have 9 lives. True or false?
I don't want to forget you. Come on, let's go.
So true or false? Cats have 9 lives.
Come on.
I think we all know this answer.
Come on, let's go. I'm not going to scare you. Come on. Let's go. Come on.
All right, Tara Lee says kinda.
Come on.
Danielle says false.
Let's go.
Bonnie says false.
No, not you. Hey,
Daisy Solly Pippi's dad says false.
hurry up.
All right. Like other animals and people, cats have 1 life, not 9. But cats may seem to have more than 1 life because they are quick and nimble. They often escape harm when another animal might not. For example, cats are excellent climbers, but they do sometimes fall. In a flash, a fallen cat rights itself, twisting its head and body. It stretches all 4 legs towards the ground and arches its back. All this happens too fast for the human eye to see. But slow motion film shows how a fallen cat is able to land on its feet. And there's some picture of a cat falling from a tree. Next one. True or false? Cats have dreams. True or false? Cats have dreams. All right, we got a bunch of trues. Anybody disagree? All right, here's the answer. Scientists have studied sleep in cats much as they have studied sleep in humans. They can tell which parts of the brain are active. They can tell if the eyes are moving. Rapid eye movement is a sign of dreaming. And they say that cats do dream. Cats sleep a lot, as much as 16 hours a day. Most of the time they are taking short naps, cat naps. They also settle down for longer sleeps. First there is a long light sleep. Next there is a short deep sleep. After that there is light sleep and then deep. Cats dream when they are in deep sleep. If you are watching, you will see the paws, tail, or whiskers twitch. The cat may growl, purr, or make other sounds. Probably it is dreaming of catching mice, sitting on a lap, eating a tasty meal, having a fight. But we will never know for sure. Hello, Kiara. All right. Next question. Nobody really knows why cats bring home their prey. True or false? This is a tough one. Again, the true or false question is, nobody knows why cats bring home their prey. True or false? You're rude. Yeah, a lake of cream. On a day like today, I wish it was a lake of ice cream.
Hey, Billy, there's ice cream in the freezer.
Oh,
In back.
I was kidding.
Well, I'm just telling you, it's there.
I appreciate that. All right, this is good. We got some trues, we got some falses. This is good. All right. All righty. So, mother cats bring mice to their kittens. They use the mice to teach the young how to hunt. Some people think that cats are trying to teach us to hunt by bringing home prey, but this does not seem likely. A cat simply puts its prey down and walks away. It does not show a person what to do with a mouse, a mole, a snake, a frog. Perhaps the prey is a present. It is something the cat likes and is something you do not catch for yourself. But the truth is, nobody knows for sure why cats bring prey home. You know, it kind of reminds me of when we lived in Virginia, we would see lizards and geckos, and they would be out in the porch, and the cats would go crazy, you know, watch them. Until, of course, the geckos started asking if we wanted to save money on our car insurance. That was it. I just slammed the door. Okay. Ready for the next question. A cat signals its feelings with its tail. True or false? A cat signals its feelings with its tail. Sorry, Doody, I had to do that. All right, it looks like we got some trues. Anybody disagree? All right. The answer is you can tell how a cat is feeling by looking at its tail. That is true. So here's our pictures here. I'm at peace with the world. Just a little dip in the tail. I'm feeling friendly. The tail is way up in the air. I give up. Don't hurt me. The tail is between his legs. Now you've done it. I'm really angry. And that's when the tail is thrashing a lot. All right. I'm cross. That's when just the tip of the tail is, you know, just like that. And then you know, all of the fur is up, and the tail is straight out. It says, I'm going to attack. All right. Here's the next question. A cat's ears also signals its feelings. A cat's ears also signal its feelings. True or false? Hi, Janie. Alrighty. Crab puff. Yeah. Tara, that's funny. The little crab strut. Yeah, that's the best. Alright, so everybody so far thinks it's true. Like its tail, a cat's ears are clues to its feeling. So we have some pictures here. The first one says, I am relaxed and at peace. All right. Second one is, what's that I hear? Next one is, I really don't want to fight, but I'll get my ears out of the way just in case. Next one is where the ears are all the way back, says, I am ready to attack. Don't mess with me. And then, of course, with the ears up and swiveled in front, all is right with the world. I think this one is an easy question. Purrs and meows are just noises that cats make. True or false? Purrs and meows are just noises that cats make. Oh, some of these we can relate to. Bonnie will like this. So again, the true or false question is purrs and meows are just noises that cats make. So we got two falses, not true falses. False. Looks like we got a bunch of falses. Okay. All right. Cats cannot talk in words, but they have many ways of saying how they feel. Purrs and meows are much more than just noises. Purring is a sign of friendliness. Like a human smile, it says, I mean you no harm. It is often the sign of a contented cat. Now, hopefully Bonnie is listening to this, because I'm going to ask her, who does this remind her of? A gentle meow or a says, here I am, hi. Let me see if Bonnie is on and she can talk about that one. BRRP. I don't know if she's on or not, but we'll come back to it. A louder meow demands attention, asking you to open a door or a window or to fix the cat's dinner. A different meow may mean that a cat is wet, lonely, lost, or in trouble. Somebody has shut me in the closet. Yes, Guinness. We have a kitty named Guinness. Every time he jumps on the bed, he goes, like, here I am. It's time to worship me. You know, he's a funny cat. Guinness actually is going to the vet on Friday. So he's got a little condition. It's called esophageal granuloma, which causes him to bite himself. And I think it's related to some allergies that he has. So I also wanted to let you know, I don't know if you guys, some of you, DeWitty, you were here when Gallant was here at FFRC. Whenever, and you really can't hear a lot of the noises here, but when I would watch Gallant on cam, I could not hear him meow or anything like that or making any kind of noise. But when we brought him home, he is a chatterbox. And from what I have heard, orangies are chatterboxes. Gallant will meow at me. He will, he will wonder where I am. Sometimes if I have to go, he will kind of howl. It's very interesting. Because like I said, I didn't know that he would talk so much, and it's funny. But Guinness has a whole bunch. He's got a whole vocabulary of Guinness, but that's the best one because he gets right on the bed, like here I am. You know, he's a wonderful kitty, but he's got we gotta get those boo boos taken care of that he has on his legs. So here are the pictures of the cats with the noises. We got the purr, we got the and we got the meow, and we got the all right. Yeah. Me, I don't know if I have or not. I wouldn't be surprised. All right. There's a couple others ones that I didn't read. A cat could scream and yell, tells of pain, mating, or a cat fight. All right, we know that too. A hiss means watch out. When a cat sees prey it can't reach, the teeth may chatter. The sound means I'd like to get my teeth on you. It's funny. I think Jackie calls that a chirp. But it sounds like to me that the cats are trying to say something that begins with a hard G, because the cats go. So, and Lost Girl knows we have a mom and baby together. Well, she's not a baby, but a mom and daughter. And they love being in the room with me for work when I am working in the morning. And usually in the morning, we have a lot of blue jays, and we have a lot, they're out in the front, right outside the window where I'm working. And they just love watching. And you just hear them go, it's very cute. So, some scientists have taped the sounds that cats make. They say cats make a great variety of sounds. They say cats make great, perhaps more than any other kind of animal. Listen carefully. You may be surprised at what you hear and learn. So this is the end of the book. I don't think I've read this, but I think this was fun because we got you guys involved in this, and I want to see if I can get some more true or false books. Maybe not by 3 cats, maybe something else. But this has been fun. I like this. And of course, the other thing is it took so long. I'm not going to start Misty of Chincoteague, at least tonight, because Misty of Chincoteague is 100-something pages. I do have another Misty of Chincoteague book that's more of an abridged version. Maybe I will read that instead. So that's what I think I'm going to do. So Ramsey and Hensley's so cute. R2D2. Uh-oh. Look at that little kitty. That's a little attack kitty. So I'm going to get up for a second, and then I'm going to just stretch my legs because, when you're old like me, you need to take a break. Hi, Kiara. Hi, Marilyn. Oh, look at this toy. Our guys would love this. I'll have to look at this. Holy cow. Our girls would love this. Thank you, DeWitty. I enjoyed it myself too. Lost Girl. Remember that toy I showed you that is so moth eaten and it really is needs to be tossed. But our kitties love that toy so much I can't bear to throw it out. Something like this would be great. I might have to look to see if I can find this. Yeah, I enjoyed the True or False book too. Campy, Campy. Hello, Pontia. Hi, Pontia. Hi, Pontia. Yes, that little threadbare attachment. Yes. They would love this. How you doing, girlie? How you doing? How's the Pontia? Did you have Pontia flakes today? Did you have Pontia flakes? Huh. Thank you, Ralph. Hi, Ms. M. Yeah, I'm 6'4". Ms. M. Barbara is doing better. Um, she's still, she's still got a ways to go. Obviously, she was very, very, very weak. You know, um, I don't know if she still has oxygen or not. I think they were going to wean her off the oxygen as long as her numbers were looking good. But yeah, so she's getting better, and as you guys, I don't know if you guys saw my own Facebook page, but a classmate of mine in elementary school who I've been friendly with on Facebook contracted COVID-19 and passed away. That kind of shocked me because I knew her pretty well at elementary school, and I talked to her on Facebook a lot. And that's very real shame, and that's really the first person that I personally knew who passed from COVID-19. So it just reminds everybody that even though things are opening up, you still got to be careful. You still got to wear masks. You still got to socially distance. Because this isn't going away anytime soon. And they're talking about they're talking about another wave in the fall. So, derecho! Can Pontia have some flakes? Oh, absolutely. Thank you, Ms. M. I actually feel bad. She's got one son who still lives in the Philadelphia area. She moved to West Virginia, but her son lives in that's where we grew up, is in Philadelphia. Kiara. Derecho. I was watching Barb feed Derecho. Derecho was completely asleep, but as soon as when the plate came over, right awake and just started chowing down. Hi, how you doing? Pontiac, would you like to have some flakes? Here, put some flakes down. No. Pontiac, I got some Pontiac flakes. Got some Pontiac flakes. There you go. Here you go. I'm going to give you a whole handful. There we go. Pontiac's happy. Derecho's happy because Derecho likes the Pontiac flakes too. Would you like some too? Would you like some too, Coralie? Here we go. Here we go. Coralie says, not really a fan. Well, now did you see that Derecho finished the Pontiac flakes? Coralie isn't a really big fan. Let's see if Derecho goes over and I didn't even know that, Ed Power, that he liked Pontiac flakes as much as Pontiac does. He just scarfed them right up.
That boy should be on the diet.
What's that?
I said that boy's on the diet.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. He can't. If he gets too heavy, he can't move right.
Yeah. Well, at least the Pontiac flakes are low carb.
We talked to someone who said, "Oh yeah, my cat gained weight on Pontiac flakes." So.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think it's a little different for cats. Just a little different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Coralie says I only like normal treats. Derecho, your name was in the news in Philadelphia. You know why? They had a really terrible derecho storm. It knocked out power for hundreds of thousands of people and caused millions of dollars of damage. And everybody like that I'm Facebook friends with that live in the Philadelphia area saying, what the heck is a derecho? I never heard that term before. And all I kept thinking was, if you would have been just watching the camera, you would have known what a derecho was. And you would have known a derecho. Canvy's up here now, just to let you know. Canvy is just hanging out with me. Derecho is a great term. It's a great, But Derecho does not like you to call him straight line wins. Alright, that was a poor joke. Canby, you don't have to boo me. Basani.
Okay, I'm done now.
Yeah, I'm going to be getting out of here soon myself. I'm tired. Even though I just sit on my butt all day for work, I had so much to do today.
It's mind fatigue.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Okay, I think I did everything. Oh, close your door.
Derecho. Do you wear a back brace here, Lost Girl? I do have to tell you, because I've had so many back issues in my life, I am very, very sensitive to back pain. Like, I basically do not like to bend over. I do not like to, I even try not to be barefoot in the house anymore or anything like that, just because anything like that could trip it. You know, I've had a couple really bad attacks of sciatica, and that is awful.
Nothing to play with.
What's that?
Sciatica is nothing to play with.
No, it is awful because you are just, you know, it is hell on earth. How about like a flexible one that basically you stretch around? It doesn't immobilize you, but it gives you a little support. I mean that's what I wonder, because I know I've had a couple back braces that don't totally immobilize you, because I don't like that feeling of the ones that have the metal bars. Um, you know, I don't like those at all. Yeah, sciatica is awful, and the last couple times I had sciatica, I had nerve damage in my foot, and I can't even move my left foot anymore. Well, I can move it, but the big toe, forget it. So, yeah, maybe you could get that Tommy Copper that you see on the commercials at 3 in the morning. You know, when you have one of those B movies on a free channel. You know, yeah, Lost Girl. I think that's a good idea. You know what? You have to think of your comfort. You know, so ask him. And you know what? So much of that is covered now by insurance. You know, I don't know if you're on Medicare or not, but I mean, lot of it is covered by Medicare. I could certainly look to see, since I work for a Medicare and Medicaid company. Um, yeah, me too, Danielle. I got permanent damage in my foot, um, and it's, you know, I always have to explain to any new doctor. Now, it is not from my diabetes. I have had this problem in my foot since before I was diagnosed with diabetes. It was because of the sciatica with the nerve damage. I even got a whole bunch of physical therapy to try to, you know, get it, but, you know, I can't. So basically, I'm just, you know, I just have to be real careful. Yeah, I figured. Yeah, and the thing is, if he writes a script for it, you know, you can, you know, you can get something, and um, this way, if it's you know, they write a script, it's probably medically necessary, so then it will only cost you your co-insurance or your deductible for the year if you haven't satisfied it. Yeah, the only problem with injections now, DeWitty, is that most of them require authorizations, and to get those authorizations, you basically have to jump through hoops, because they have to call your doctor, make sure it's appropriate. A lot of times they won't give you the authorization unless you tried other stuff like back braces and things like that. You know, um, it's actually very interesting because, you know, they do a lot of um, analysis on services that get used a lot, and if they feel that it might be overutilized, they'll probably put an auth requirement on, and they do for the epidurals. Yeah, I've had quite a bit of epidurals myself. And I've had some mixed results. But the last time I had it, I was in so much pain from the sciatica, I almost passed out while they were doing it because it was just bad. Yeah, that's right, DeWitty. And I think in most cases, most doctors can kind of prove that the service is needed. But I do know that sometimes, if they don't give enough information, they will not. They won't authorize them. And it really also depends upon what your do you have an HMO? Do you have a PPO? Do you have an indemnity? Do you major medical? It really all depends. Like I said, for epidurals, I have had mixed results from it. Nothing bad, but just sometimes it wasn't effective. Yeah, there was a tunnel, and Magic was in that tunnel today. I don't know if you guys saw that. But that's also why, if you hear that I have to get up every now and then, because when I sit on stools, it kind of makes me all stiff. Hello, Marilyn. Hello, Maryland. Where is Sharkily? Sharkily! I have to look around. Anybody see Sharkily? Hensley? Do you see Sharkily? Hensley's not answering me. Yeah, step therapy, I did all that too. Alright, I'm looking for the shark. Sharky, sharky, sharky! Oh man, you are out like a light. Yes, you are. Okay. I don't see any sharks. What? Oh. Maryland. Huh. The shark tunnel. I'm going to look around and see if I see it. Hi. Nope, don't see it. Yeah, it might be in the back thumper's room. All right, everybody. I am going to get going. So I will see you guys next Wednesday. And it's been fun today. And like I said, I enjoyed this book because it was much more participation. And I like that. So maybe I'm going to find some books that I can help you participate some more. So have a good day, everybody.